It is 10 o'clock, and welcome back to Owoh's Corner, my own little corner of art. And in today's stream, I'm going to be working on my backgrounds and a few assets for my show. So, right now, I just have to do a few rough sketches and make things look pretty nice and pretty good looking. Trying to get a few ideas down because there's going to be a lot of different aspects and a lot of different aspects and a lot of different things I need to draw. So I did this. I started on this off stream, but essentially what I did was I took screenshots from certain key scenes of my teaser trailer, and so I just altered the opacity on them. So that's from one scene. This is from another, and this is from another scene or area as well. And so pretty much what I'm doing is I'm trying to sort of just get things down and rough things out. I'm trying to get things down and rough things out so that once I finally put this through After Effects, I can just sort of get straight into it and composite my animation. Let me turn my phone down. Sorry about that. Usually I like to turn my phone down. I guess this time I forgot. Hmm. Now, one of the things I do want to draw or like do is have like small free floating buildings on their own because one of the big how do I put it? One of the big world building aspects is the rise of these sort of private companies. So back during the Cascade, when magic had seeped into the ground and started altering the landscape, one of the things that happened was magic supercharged the earth, causing certain segments and areas to free float. That's why the area, which is New York, it caused certain land masses and certain different quadrants and areas of the city to free float in the sky. And so the city has almost adapted to that. And so different private companies and private businesses and corporations, they've actually taken that as a chance to have their own private airspaces and different private buildings and areas for them to house their different workers and different goings on. And while having these floating islands are nice, I also want to sprinkle in a few free floating buildings as well. Just need to figure out how I'm gonna draw and what it's gonna look like. Oh yeah, so for those of you who don't know, uh, I might have put out a community post, but essentially, April 18th to April 20th, there's this convention down in downtown Raleigh called the East Coast Gaming Conference. And it's where I'm going to meet different artists, animators, programmers, and other people in the animation and game design industry. And there, I actually hope to get a job, or at the very least, sort of make my presence known because, well, I'm kind of tired working in retail. So hopefully, if I time it right and if I'm good enough, I can perhaps finish my teaser trailer early. I'm also working on different business card designs. I need to work on a business card and get those printed and ready for the conference as well. Just a lot of stuff I need to do. I like to stay busy and I like to give myself different projects and different things that need to be done. So then I can at least somewhat have a plan for things and sort of just have something that keeps my skills up because I'm telling you, like, the job I'm at right now is draining. And I've been praying, I've been trying to have hope and faith, but it's like, it almost feels like each day I just grow. This is gonna be mean, but it feels like each day I grow stupider, or I keep getting gaslit by people, and it's like, oh, you're doing this wrong. That's not how we do this here. And like, I legitimately try to make my work functional, but it's like the people there just like disorder. But it is quite interesting and it is quite fun because I do, in fact, get to meet very interesting people. And there's actually a lot of up and coming, like, different animators. I mean, not animators, but there are a lot of different up and coming streamers and people who do YouTube. Like, I just met a guy yesterday who was looking for a steering wheel because he's trying to start streaming more regularly. And I'll actually go to his Twitch page and I'll send you guys a link to his Twitch channel. Like, he told me he had a gaming chair. He told me that he's getting like equipment ready, that he's trying to figure out how to stream more effectively and stream better. And I gave him some advice too as well. Now, how do I share? Okay. Gonna copy the link. But yeah, I'm gonna next time I see him or next time we get in contact, I'm definitely gonna try and hook him up, like, give him the ropes about OBS and different streaming software. He's gonna need a capture card. What else is he gonna need? A capture card for his game. I think he has a microphone, or maybe he's just using his headset. I don't know too much for sure. Let me send a link. But yeah, that's him. That's his Twitch channel. I sent it in the live chat below. And he's a real cool dude. Like, he's very chill. I only talked to him for a little while, but he's a very chill, calm, collected dude. And I actually saw his stream last night. That's good as well. he's each time I see a small creator or someone who's like just getting into it, I try to throw my support their way because honestly, I was the same way. Like I was trying to be consistent and trying to have certain things, do certain things. And it's hard out there. Like it's I'm not gonna lie, it's fairly hard, but hey, all it really takes is just time. It just takes time, commitment. You know, you gotta work hard. Ooh, I'm tired. Uh, I think I may need to clear my history because Photoshop is starting to slow down and do some crazy wonky stuff. So let me save again. Edit, purge, and that should help with my memory issue. I think it's also because I have animate on in the background, but it should be safe for this stream. I'm actually looking at this from trying to zoom out and sort of look at this holistically. So these are definitely some good buildings to sort of start with, but I definitely don't want these to end. So likely what I'm gonna do is hide this layer, then free draw some different buildings and some different designs. So then once I finally put this through, so then when I finally put this through After Effects, I can have multiple different buildings that are sort of dancing across the scene and moving so that it's not, just this basic motion. And I guess for some of the buildings, they're definitely gonna be going in different directions. I definitely want to do like a sort of like a dolly motion where some buildings are moving backwards as the character is walking forwards and has his hand going across the railing. But I do want a few buildings actually going forward, a bit of a distortion effect. Like maybe three or four buildings going forward while the rest are going various speeds moving backwards. It's going to be like, I want to definitely sell this sort of distortion effect where it almost seems to be playing tricks on the viewer. I'll definitely have to look at some of these again. This building over here is rather strange. I don't know what I was thinking. But this is a rough layer, so this just allows me to get all of my raw thoughts out there and on paper. So then later on, I can come back and say, you know what, this is good. I think I'll add more to it, or this wasn't so good. Let me reshape it, try to make it look better. I'm a bit tired, but it's all good. I know I want to add at least one more detailed building, a building with like actual details and windows on it. I just don't know where to put it. I definitely want to put. I think I want to put one like in this area right here. Just needs to be something that looks nice, halfway decent. Now let's see, what design can I go for? Perhaps something a bit exotic and, well, different. I mean, a part of me feels like I need to have some sort of mystical, otherworldly design because of the nature of the world. Like, I feel like I should have, I don't know, segments of the building that float and branch off, or like upside down buildings, but honestly, I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna say that architecture isn't my strong suit. Rather, I will say that things like architecture is not my focus. My sort of sphere of art is character art, design, and it's mainly animation and things associated with animation. So I like to animate. I like to animate characters. I like to animate different effects and terrain effects and stuff like that. So when it comes to really crafting buildings and sort of man made objects, that can be a bit difficult for me because, well, I'm just going to be honest, I haven't really put too much focus on it. I can definitely draw a building. Like, those were one of the foundational principles of art that I learned in my time in college is first person perspectives, two point of view, like vanishing point, two vanishing points, different things like that, like bird's eye view, vanishing lines, stuff like that. So I definitely know how to draw buildings and how to use geometric shapes. I guess I'm just trying, to an extent, it feels like, I don't know. In my mind, I want to overcompensate. So because this is a world where magic exists, I should be having more outlandish and crazy designs. But I do think that in the more simplistic building designs I use, there is a bit of that realness factor. Or rather, because I use more common and more modern building designs, that sort of is that link or that is that connection between the sci-fi and the fantasy, the science fantasy, if you will. So I guess eventually I could have more eldritch, otherworldly designs for certain things, but definitely for now to sort of bridge the two themes I'm going for, the two unique styles I'm going for, and creating a completely unique take on it, I do think that the more modern or semi modern architectural aspects will benefit this project more. It'll sort of give the audience a break from my use of colors or my use of different techniques in the future. Because while I want to show this fantastical, interesting world, at the same time, I don't want my world to be a headache to look at. It is 10:58, and I'll likely get off at around, I want to say, 11:20 because I still have some other work to do, other stuff to do. Let's see here. And again, these are just roughs, different placeholders, if you will. So now that I've talked about myself a little bit, how's everyone else day going so far? It's Tuesday, so we're just one day away from being in the middle of the week. And shoot, I don't even know if there's any holidays nearby. I've just been going straight forward for stuff. Like I haven't paid any attention to holidays. I haven't done none of that. I've just been it's been working on this and working at my day job, honestly. But this is a nice bit of reprieve, a nice break before I go into work. And I get paid today, so that's an added bonus. So I want you to tell me, have you guys drawn anything? Have you guys worked on any projects? What's your day going like so far? Are you guys sitting down and eating lunch, or maybe you're doing something else? Who knows? What am I making? I this is some these are different backgrounds and assets for my teaser trailer. I'm working on a city. So essentially, I'm working on a show. For starters, I'm working on a show. It's called Witches 13, which is a sort of science fantasy futuristic setting where magic has returned to the world so everyone can use magic, and sort of the world has grown and adapted to accommodate for it. So we have flying cars, flying buildings, airships, we have street magic users, people doing different things. And it's not just the people, but the environment has altered and changed as well. So we have giant trees, floating islands, sort of these molten lava areas, underwater locations and cities as well. Essentially, the world has been it's essentially our world just saturated with magic. So that's pretty much what's going on here. And so this location in particular is New York. And after the Cascade, New York being saturated with magic has caused different environmental formations, particularly different quadrants and different subdivisions of New York, like um, like the Bronx, Harlem, different areas like that have risen from the ground and are now free floating. So we do have certain areas of the city that are at sea level, but then there are other segments of the city that are above sea level and are floating a couple hundred meters above the ground, which is going to give the city this beautiful layered aesthetic. And this has also altered transportation as well. I could go into detail, but I'll save that for another stream. And I am close to the and I'm getting close to the hour mark, which is kind of nice. That's pretty much what's going on here. I think that's enough rough sketching for now, so I'm going to group these layers, going to alter the opacity, and then I do think that I want to get at least the background done first. I'm trying to give it this sort of, I don't know, I think I just ruined this. So I'm just going to use my eraser tool and erase it all. Because this is not the effect I'm sort of going for. I'm trying to, I forgot that I'm literally sitting in front of a window with the sky in front of me. And I'm like, dang, how am I supposed to make this look like the sky? Sometimes I just forget to think. You see, this is why you guys follow me, so then you can see what a disaster I am. Like, y'all are probably thinking this man has the sky in front of him, and he's trying to make his art piece look like the sky. Like, Lord, retail has done its number on me. I tell you, don't work in retail. If you can avoid it, please do, because there's gonna come a point where you think you crazy. Okay, so how I perceive the sky is it's almost like a gradient. So the closer it is to me, like the richer and darker the blue is, but as I go outward towards the vanishing point or like the horizon line, it becomes more white. So that's really what I need to color it as. Dang. I keep forgetting like there are actual guidelines and stuff like that I just be forgetting. Ooh, it is already 11:22. So let me just do this real quick. Gonna go for this richer blue. And I will have this sort of right here. Uh, uh-huh. And then gonna take it back to this and gonna have it lose its saturation. So about right here. More white. About right here. Dang, it is already 11:23. I gotta finish getting ready for work. Well, this was a fun and exciting stream, guys. I apologize for my what's the word? I apologize for my lack of skill, I guess. Anyway, I'll definitely finish it up at a later date, but for now, uh, this is pretty much what I have. Uh, it's not the best and it's not the most detailed or skilled, but it's definitely something and it's definitely a good starting point for a background and for different assets for this animation I'm making. And I'll definitely have another stream on Friday. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays around 10 o'clock. And I like to And for Tuesdays, I like to end around 11. But for Fridays, I like to go as long as I want to, as long as I can. So this is going to be really fun, exciting, entertaining. I hope you guys enjoyed. I do have a Patreon and a Buy Me a Coffee in the link in the description below if you'd like to support me that way. And just be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share even if you want to. I love art, I love animation, and each time I work on it, I feel like I'm growing and getting better. I'm not the best, but one day I do hope to be. I hope to be one of the best 2D animators one day. And until then, I'm growing, I'm streaming, making different videos, stuff like that. So please follow, comment, give me advice, give me constructive criticism, either in my streams or in any of the other animations or speed paints I do, because that's what I really look forward to. I love feedback, I love criticism, constructive or otherwise. Anything helps me. Anyway, that about does it. I really need to end this stream and go. I had fun. I hope you guys just had a nice time and you were able to calm down, chill out, listen to me. Maybe I helped you through your day, or maybe I just gave you a short reprieve until you have to go back to work or until you have to go back to school or wherever. But anyway, that about does it. This has been Owoh's Corner, my own little corner of art, and I'll see you corner creeps in my next video or stream.